And let me ask you a question. Are you a believer and you've been praying for some things, but it seems like it's taking a long time? Maybe you're not getting results. Maybe you started a ministry, but you're not getting many followers. Maybe you started a YouTube channel, but you're not getting many subscribers. You're not getting many views. Hey, maybe you wrote a book, but you're not getting many sales. Maybe you started a merch company, but nobody's buying. Maybe you have sickness in your body, but you seem like you're not getting better. Maybe you have a struggling marriage, but it seems like it's getting worse. And maybe you've been praying and trusting and leaning on the Lord, but you're wondering, am I wasting my time? Well, if that's you, a message for you today. Let me ask you this. Do you think you're the only one who have these feelings? Do you think you're the only one who feels like they're wasting their time sometimes? Do you think you're the only one who's tempted to quit? Listen, I know I have, but I got this revelation. And this revelation is what I hold on to when I'm tempted to give up and when I'm tempted to quit. And I want to share this revelation with you. And if you receive it, it may just be the message that propel you straight to your destiny. Will you receive it? Walk with me. Listen, who am I? I'm Billy Miller, the motivational minister. And they call me the motivational minister because I help people to improve their lives by teaching them life skills from the Bible. And today I'm going to teach you three simple steps for the striving Christian, for the striving believer. Because, see, you're striving to do something, you're trying to accomplish something, you're trying to make a difference, right? I'm going to show you three simple steps, and it's not going to take me that long because I'm going to show you these three simple steps in one verse. So, listen, walk with me. Let's get into it. Let me show you the verse right here. This is 1 Corinthians 15:58. And this is the message translation. And it says, with all of this going for us, my dear, dear friends, stand your ground. Listen, this is the first step. The first step, he says, stand your ground. Why is he telling us to stand our ground? Because he's saying, listen, he knows that a lot of us give up. You know, Galatians chapter 6, verse 9 is a popular verse. He says, don't get tired while doing good things. See, you're doing things for the Lord. He says, don't get tired while doing good things, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you don't give up. Listen, you can't give up. You can't quit now. And listen, speaking of you can't quit now, listen, if you want to, I have a free ebook called You Can't Quit Now. As a matter of fact, if you want that book, just write gifts in the comment section and I'm going to send it to you for free. And that's going to give you further information on revelation on not giving up. And if you write gifts in the comment section, not only am I going to give you the book, but as a bonus, I'm going to give you an audio download. And I'm going to give you a 3-part video teaching where I took my time to give you the revelation so you'll never give up again. And this is going to help you to stand your ground. Listen, that word stand is talking about firmly fixed in place, which means steadfast. If you've been following me, you know I love this word. Steadfast means firmly fixed in place, not subject to change, immovable, loyal, constantly and consistently the same. It means to continue, it means to stay, it means to abide. And so he's saying, he said, listen, with all this going for, stand your ground, stay in place, don't give up, be firmly fixed, don't let go, don't quit. And then he says, and don't hold back. Listen, give it your all. Don't hold back. You know, I remember, because I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram and I'm on YouTube mainly. I remember, um, as a matter of fact, before I get to that, that's the second step. So write that down. Don't hold back. So the first step is stand your ground. The second step is don't hold back. And I remember this happened and this still continues to happen. There are people who literally steal my posts. I mean, even if I put my name on it as a quote, they would take my name off. It happens. I mean, and I'm not the only person that happens to. It happens a lot. And so I remember wanting to hold back certain revelations, certain nuggets, because I didn't want people to steal it. And especially when they can't, because I write books. And so I felt bad about it because I kept saying, I don't want to hold back from the people. I had to pray about it. And God showed me, listen, I'm not holding back. It's just being protected. Meaning I put it in my books. Like certain things I have that I didn't put on social media because I had to put it in the book. I didn't hold back because it's still available. You got it? So certain things, it's not that I'm holding back because or well, I ain't gonna say this because I want them to go buy the book. It's not that, but it's because, let me say it, put it this way. Have you ever came up with an idea and you thought about something and then maybe you seen it quoted or seen it in the book, or you maybe came up with a tune for a song, and then you heard that song and you said, man, that's my song. I came up with that. No, you didn't. They did, because they the ones who got it patented. I remember I had a quote, and it says, you can't win if you don't begin. I wrote it down. I didn't put it in a book. Years later, I saw that quote in a book. It's not my quote. Are you following me? And I'm not saying that author stole it from me, but what I am saying is certain things to reserve until I can get it copyrighted, because I don't want nobody to take it, because once they get it patented, it's theirs, right? So listen, I don't want to go too long on that, but listen. So I'm telling you that because some of you are writing books, some of you are doing things, but just make sure it's available, whether it's in a book, whether it's on YouTube. But he says, don't hold back, right? And then he continued, he said, throw yourself into the work of the master. And it's still talking about don't hold him back. We're still on that. Listen, throw yourself into the work of the master. Give it your all. Pour, pour. Be a fountain and not a drain. I did a teaching called Lesson I Learned from the Purge. Watch it right here. But that was a good message. But listen, be a fountain and not a drain. Or give it your all. You have a YouTube channel, give it your all, right? You have books, give it your all. Listen, I create every day. Literally every day, I'm either writing, I'm doing videos, I'm teaching. Every day I create every day. Why? Because I'm pouring, I'm giving it my all. And then he continues, he says, listen, he says, let's look at it again. He says, throw yourself into the work of the master, confident that nothing you do for him is a waste of time or effort. Oh man, you got to get this last step right here. Listen, the last step is confidence that something's working. Because the last line of that verse, which is one of my favorite verses, I got to read it again. He says, throw yourself into the work of the master, confident that nothing you do for the Lord is a waste of time or effort. But Billy, I'm not getting any results. Nothing you do for the Lord is a waste of time or effort. Well, Billy, nobody's buying my books. Nothing you do for the Lord is a waste of time or effort. Now, if you're doing it for personal gain, if you're doing it for selfish reasons, if you're doing it for any other reason, hey, I don't know. It may be a waste of time. Maybe you are working at the wrong job. Maybe you are participating in the wrong thing. I don't know. But if you're doing it for the Lord, nothing, I mean, absolutely nothing that you do for Him is a waste of time or effort. But Billy just seemed like it's not working. Listen to this quote by uh, Myron Golden. I like what he said here. He says, all work works. Either it's working for me or it's working on me. So we all like when things work for us. You know, you might Get a recipe, get some instructions, get some directions. You'll follow it and it manifests and it worked for you. We all love that. But sometimes you'll do things and it doesn't manifest right away. It's not that it's not working. He said all work works, right? It's either working for me or it's working on me. And a lot of times you're in a season where you're not seeing the results because it's working on you, because you haven't yet become the person whom can make it work. Are you following me? You haven't become the person whom can make it work. Oh, Billy, my YouTube channel is not getting a lot of views. It's some things you haven't become the person who can make it work. Some things you still need to learn, and some things you still need to know. You got it? I hope this listen, if this making any sense to you, hit the like button. Hit the like button on this video. And listen, I did a teaching one time called Do the Math. What to do when the math ain't mathing. Listen, I want you to watch this video right here. You need to watch that because it's going to bless you, because a lot of things may not be working. And it's a deeper study on what we're talking about now. What to do when the math ain't math. And click that right now and go watch that right now. And I hope it blesses you. Y'all take care. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. And always remember that the word is your life.